evening, everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Ride with Gray Man Prepping. I hope everybody's doing well. Let me get myself up here. Hey, there I am. And so let me look up here at the comments. And I'm noticing on one the last comment froze. I want to make sure I cover Kaylin's last comment there. First one in was Prepared For. Then Chef Tech, then Crew 1351, and then Kaylin, then Shady Hill. Everyone's talking back and forth. Geeky Gardens came in. Okay, and well, we got a lot more people just lurking and not commenting. That's fine. But if you get a chance, hit the thumbs up, and maybe if you have a chance to stop if you're driving and you're just listening. You can stop at a red light, go ahead and say driving, and then we know what's going on. I was going to comment on this too. What's going on here? I was watching it, things started to go live, and I'm watching, waiting for it to go live over on my YouTube here, and I'm watching, and all of a sudden it flickers and it gives a countdown. So we're already a minute and a half into the 5-minute countdown, and it says 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And then it jumps ahead to ahead a minute. This thing, YouTube doesn't know what it's doing. Then it got to it got down to the last couple seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 37 minutes. What? It went back up to 37 minutes before it was supposed to go live. I don't know what the heck is up with YouTube doing that, screwing it. And like Kaylin, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. No, it's probably the platform hating truth is being put out here. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, so let's go to and almost forgot. Boom, fire that off. There's the link. All right, but yeah, it was just it was weird. And then when the cat got when it synced up on the last 30 seconds of the countdown, my YouTube was about 20 seconds behind, and by the time we got down to 0, it had caught up. Weird.
Yeah, something's funky. Because I got the notification that says, "Hey, the live stream started." And I'm looking at the screen going, it just says upcoming. And I let it go for a minute or two. I'm like, let me hit the refresh. Hit the refresh, got 2 ads, and it was 30 seconds left on the clock. I'm like, yeah, something's weird.
Yeah. All I know, what I can say is, I got to do the math in my head here. On the 16th of September, which is a Wednesday, so the Midnight Ride right after that, my bandwidth is going up by 10.
What, 10 megabytes a second?
14 times what I have right now.
Yeah, when you get fiber.
Yeah, when the fiber hits, man, I will be getting about at least 14 times what I'm getting right now for bandwidth. It's just going to be going.
So you won't go to freeze anymore. You go to like super fast motion.
Well, that still may be the video card on this computer. I am saving up dimes and nickels and gift cards from people so I can afford a bigger, better computer that has a bigger, badder, meaner video card on it. Let's see. On Sundays. Yeah. And Tammy Harder's here. Yeah. It's like so my daughter and son across the street are going with the cheapest, slowest fiber optic option packet they have, and they'll be getting 10 times the speed of what they have now.
Which is probably twice the speed of what you got now, or 4 times.
No, it's exact same speed I have now.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I may be a little bit faster than, if that's the case, they'll be even faster. They may be at a little bit level, because I'm doing live streams. I think I paid a little bit more for the next up on the radio band, the wireless internet.
I was going to say you're on wireless. That's its own problem right there.
Yeah. So
freeze.
Yeah. I've got a 300 baud.
Yeah, there you go. I got a 1,200 baud you can have.
But yeah, so I'm gonna be at the 1 gigabyte up and down on it. Oh yeah, get excited to jump on.
Nice.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. You know, you get the tones and stuff. You know,
yeah, and then somebody picks up the phone and destroys your download. Yeah, my mom used to do that. She'd pick it up and start dialing. I'm like, don't you even listen for a dial tone, Mom? Well, I shouldn't have to. There's nobody on the phone. I'm like, I'm on the computer on the phone.
Yeah. All right, Starlink. I do have some opinions on it, mainly from friends that have it. Hidden Valley Homestead, which is Scott, is up in the finger of Idaho. So this is if this is Idaho here, he's up here. Up there, I'm trying to remember. Bonner County, I think is where he's at. So he has it, and he says it's, you know, when he was doing before, he had to get a little repeater for his cell phone to pick up a cell tower farther away, so he was streaming over his cell phone.
Oh, jeez.
And then when he got to Starlink, it was like, yay, we're in heaven. But I've heard good, bad, and ugly about it. His stuff set up, he got it, you know, he cleared everything out. He's got good connection up there, good tracking on a good satellite. He is ecstatic about it. What we got here?
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't know you were tallow rich.
Oh yeah, it came up the other night. It came up on Monday. I was cleaning out my shelves. I'm like, I got like 18 quarts of tallow down. I'm like, oh crap. When somebody showed the price of tallow.
Yeah. Shoot, dang it. That's what I was going to do. I was going to check Sam's, Costco, and Winco today, and I forgot. I put it on my notebook. Hang on. Got to use my notebook. Yeah, okay, so check tallow prices. Yeah, so I'm going to get that. And Moon Over Miami's in here. Yeah. So, so like Jack is saying, he's got Starlink Mini for it. He uses it in his RV van when he travels.
I'm still thinking of getting Starlink Mini when I can go out to the cabin and work out there.
Yeah. Kaylin's on the wrong side of the building to get Starlink. Yeah. But,
well, I thought it was available everywhere. There's satellites everywhere.
Yeah, there are satellites everywhere, but if you got a tall building, you're on a thing.
Well, yeah.
If you're not, it's up there right above you, but it's a little bit off the other direction.
Just put it up on the roof, Kaylin. Drop a cable down to your balcony. You're fine.
Yeah, ask your neighbors not to cut the cable when it goes by.
Yeah. Or take your Starlink off the roof.
Yeah.
Tallow spray.
Uh,
Can't really be tallow anymore because once tallow gets room temperature, it gets hard. So they added something else to it
yeah,
to make it a spray.
yeah. All right. Well, let's get to the. Let me get rid of this over here. Hang on here.
Crap, I thought your entire news thing was going to be taken up by Nepal and what happened there. I was watching those videos. That's some frightening stuff. That wall of mud coming down.
I actually did this. I was so busy this afternoon. I'd come in to do something, and I had a couple news emails from Kaylin. So forward from Camp Patton to Grayman, and so I didn't hear about that.
Oh, like a ice cap or something. Small earthquake, they think, not sure, but it slid off and just started a catastrophic mud flood 30 feet high. I mean, they have videos. People had their cameras going and that. I mean, it wiped out whole towns along the river, gone. Bridges, everything. Yeah, it's a frightening scenario.
Are all the news covering it, or just
most of you find better coverage on YouTube from some of the people I follow. One guy did a whole thing with map and dots and where it went and all that, and showed all the different videos from those locations. It's brutal. I mean, it is brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, 30-foot wall of mud coming down. I mean, it went like 22 miles. It wiped out all kinds of the low level dams and stuff like that make power, solar fields and stuff. It's in the mountains, and but it came down a valley. It just scrubbed it clean.
Yeah.
They have no number yet on how many people are gone. I'm sure it's got to be in the at least tens of thousands, if not more.
Yeah.
There was no warning.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, they show one video there at the crossing going from China into Nepal, and all of a sudden people just start running, and you see a wall of water coming up behind this 6-story building.
Yeah.
And then 2 seconds later, gone.
Yeah.
And the camera was still rolling. It was just, yeah.
All right, Nepal. I'm trying to find it here. Okay, hang on. Come on, drag. Thank you. Would that be Western Xizang?
Xinjiang?
Yeah.
Just put in Nepal flood.
Well,
that's all you got to do.
What I'm looking at, I'm looking at the USGS. That is the only quake in China today.
So just to be clear, China gets lots of quakes. They don't post them. They just don't.
Well, if I change my settings, so right now I got it set for
5. It doesn't matter who you set it to. You're not going to see. You won't see all the Yellowstone stuff going off. You won't see those either. I don't care who you pull up. China, no, they keep their stuff secret. They're like, no, the hell with you. You're not seeing what's going on here.
Yeah, because I've got I got a bunch here showing in China here on USGS.
Well, this is in Nepal up on one of the mountains. It's a huge ice cap glacier that was on top of a mountain, and it just supposedly just slid off, and it was like 110 degrees in the valley.
Okay.
So when it hit, it just instant melt.
All right, there's Nepal. Landslide, 4.2 earthquake from a landslide.
Yeah, well, they're still debating whether it was a 4.2 and caused the landslide, or the landslide caused
the 4.2.
Made the 4.2 because of that. That's where it's still a gray area.
Yeah.
It's a gray man area.
Yeah. The other one, which was a 5.0, is about 500 miles almost due north from where this other one is in Nepal. So,
right.
Anyways, that is not, nothing showing there on it. Oh, what do we got back here? We got back to the thing here. Oh, look up drone footage. Yeah, I bet someone caught some good stuff there. Yeah, and
drone footage, helicopter footage, people standing on the sides of the valley.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got that there. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, they had a
Yeah.
tremor and boom. Well, thing is though, that 5.0, depending on how the rock formation's there, was before the landslide. And if it and
It
if it,
didn't take much because it wasn't
yeah,
the rocks that slid, it was the glacier.
it broke, and yeah, and so that
Yeah.
could have been that one a couple hundred several hundred miles away. The shaking from it
It
was
doesn't
enough
take
to go, woof. Yeah,
yeah. Once something's about there, I mean, if a flea sneezed, it could have gone. It could have been right at that precipice of any second now. But nobody knew it. It's not like they keep track of that stuff.
yeah. All right, so let's go to the other excuse me, the other news here. And we're starting with the ever famous poop lettuce debacle. Lettuce linked to parasite outbreak may have reached California restaurants. May have. It's been in them for 2 weeks now. Yeah, I've heard people, on my regular Facebook page saying, "Oh yeah, I went there. I just had the next day. They said this lettuce was safe. It wasn't." Yeah, you should know. Let's see. Fall allergy forecast. These allergens will be worse in California, and those are. Come on, come on, come on. Where's the list? Where's the list? Jeez. Oh, they're being so generic. Grass pollens tends to ease in August and early September, but can remain high through if there is enough moisture and overnight temperatures. Stay, crap. I'm going down, scrolling down. They're not saying what pollens specifically. Just in general, these pollens, those pollens. Yeah.
So I got a link here for the guy I saw. It's the BP Earthwatch. I've been subscribed to him for probably 10 years. My wife thinks he should do audiobooks because his voice he has that kind of a soothing voice.
Yeah.
But this is the video that he put up. I watched it twice. So feel free, copy, put it in the corner, watch it later.
Yeah, there it is.
And he really does a good job at the maps and the videos and stuff. He's very calm. Yeah. And it's just some frightening footage. Anyway, sorry, back to
yeah. There is this next article, there is a bunch of other articles on it. So I'm just going to stick with the one, but there are also a bunch of memes on it too. What it takes to be middle class in California.
And $300,000 plus a year salary.
Oh, no. More. Yes, you could be almost $300,000 to be what was middle class back in the late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, but in 1971, 61% of Americans lived in middle class households. By 2023, about 51%. Come on, where is it? One of the other ones said that by 2025, it was down to 46%. But they had also changed they expanded what was middle class, both directions as far as income. Yeah, to try to keep more people in it that are actually almost in poverty level because the prices have just gone up. So,
well, if you're a millionaire in California, you're living at the poverty level.
All right, here we go. So there's some stuff on it. Median home value in Westminster is $855,339 compared to Newport Beach, which is $2,408,436. Median rents in the two cities similarly are $2,063 in Westminster and $2,765 in Newport Beach.
For what? A one-bedroom flat?
Yeah, that's all I said. That's the medium rents, no matter what it is. That's the average.
Two rooms with a bathroom and a kitchen. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
On the third floor with no elevator.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's bad for what they're considering middle class now. Let me go ahead and go back here. Oop, there we go. I love the stupidity of this one here. California's wild winter forecast. Here's what Farmer's Almanac predicts. Yeah, and because California's so long, it sounds wild because they're talking about one thing for San Diego, something else for LA, something else for Monterey, something else for San Francisco, and something else for Eureka.
Yeah, California temperature ranges in the wintertime are going to be everywhere from 95 degrees to negative 30.
Yes.
Okay.
Every year.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize. I was channeling Peanut from Jeff Dunham. Yes.
You kind of look like him. Just kidding.
All right.
Hey,
once you go purple, you never go back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's mainly purple, light purple and dark purple.
Well, so is Barney, but that's another story.
That's purple and green. And you go to that purple, you just end it.
Yes.
All right. So here's one. There's a this was from the 23rd, so 4 days ago. The rapidly growing hawk fire spread sparked nearly 14,000 evacuations in the. Oops, I froze. Sorry. So let me go back on this. So the rapidly growing hawk fire sparked nearly 14,000 evacuations in the Reno area. Fortunately for Reno, the majority movement of that huge, insane fire is northeast, away from Reno. But it's, some of it, the other direction is still spreading somewhat towards the city, even though you can tell the wind pattern is just blowing it from them to us, and we can smell it out here. Yeah, so there was that, evacuate. That's the most serious evacuation I've heard of. Numbers given, there may have been more, for any fire this year, for 14,000 in one day. Evacuate, boom. I think I showed the meme last week on nuisance and tires. Here's the article. California drivers to foot the bill for a controversial new rule on tires.
Yeah.
Newsom is being a total blankety blank. Yeah. But I was just going to use the first three letters of that.
Yeah, well,
Or as Richard that election likes to call it.
Richard Cranium.
A phallic dimple.
Yeah, Richard Cranium.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Get rid of that one there. So, what's going to happen is most tire companies are going to stop selling to California. That was one of the fears that people, and when they passed the legislature, and he was boasting for it the entire time and signed it immediately. Everyone's going to go. We ain't going to have a choice in tires. People are going to be going to Nevada, Arizona, and Oregon to buy their tires.
Can't do that because they're going to set up tire checkpoints. You come into our state with the wrong tires on it. Sorry, you're going to have to pay a fee to enter our state with high rolling resistance tires. I know.
The federal governments have already said you can't check anybody coming in without it's only what they can sell in California, not what you can drive in California.
Yeah. That's just like me. I can only buy certain things in one state, but I can go to the other state and buy whatever I want.
Yeah.
And bring it home because they're not allowed to sell certain things here, but only sell it. You can own it because I went to the state police and asked them. They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, where'd you get it? Virginia.
Yeah. All right. Next one here comes from South Korea. But it's a trend that's going worldwide on this one. 3 of South Korea's low-cost air carriers have approved a proposal to merge, because when they all started, it was the trend. Oh, low cost, low cost, low cost. And now the big ones are doing the same thing, and the little ones can't compete with the big ones doing low cost, low fares stuff. So these three of them are merging. And that's already happened here in the United States with Spirit and a couple of the others that are merging or trying to merge. And
I miss People's
goes,
Express.
oh, it's a violation of the monopoly. They're so friggin' small. Even if they double their size and merge, they wouldn't be half as big as you. So shut the blank up.
I miss People's Express. Remember that? You get on the plane, pick your seat, and you pay after it's in the air. It was awesome.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, for the owner of the San Francisco 49ers was arrested in a sting with prostitution, and they got they released today the
what, the videotape?
Yeah, the videotape, the officer's videotape of arresting him.
Body cam.
Yes. And to me, it's like, you stupid moron. All you need to do is, hey, I'm owning. I'm looking for a date tonight, and there'll be a bunch of girls willing just to be with you without charging for the night or the week.
And they just arrested another politician up in Massachusetts for it was like $1 million in COVID funding fraud. That all the money was supposed to go to the small businesses. Nah, he took it all, bought a house.
Yeah. All right, next one here. Minnesota tree trimmer charged after workplace prank turns deadly. Uh-oh, yeah. I haven't looked at it. I didn't get a chance to. Kaylin sent it to me here. Oh, fat tubby boy with a tattoo of a cross on his cheek. A Minnesota tree trimmer working has been charged with second-degree manslaughter after allegedly killing his coworker during what authorities described as on-the-job horseplay. According to a criminal complaint, person's name was operating a hydraulic grapple on the back of the tree trimming truck when he accidentally crushed the head of his employee.
Ooh.
They were joking around doing equipment shadows, and he was watching the shadow and not how close he was getting to his buddy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stupid. That's where OSHA it would have been nice to have OSHA there before it happened. I love this headline here. Grand jury declines felony charges for flock camera vandalism. And
people are talking about how Halloween is going to be epic.
Yeah. Oh, so that was the one reel I saw today. She was saying, I respect the law, blah, 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 blah. But I think it'd be really cool if everybody wore a Spider-Man outfit this Halloween. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she said something about, but don't be vandalizing any cameras. It's in Ohio where that happened, where they declined to do anything. Meta federal trial continues as TikTok agrees to a $400 million settlement. And is that about violating children's privacy laws? Huh. Yeah, they're going through them all. So, TikTok collected data from users under 13 without consent. Yeah, that's because they said they were 19. And then they found out later that they were 13. Yeah. The Federal Trade Commission targets personalized prices based on consumer data. Yeah. You can't.
Wait, Whose data?
The individual person's data they've collected on the internet and stuff. Oh, wait a minute, we're going to charge this person more for this car. Or whatever it is, yeah. Yeah, that's been coming for a while here. Ooh, so Trump said I had an order for the postal service to do one thing with ballots. You know, if mail-in ballots have to be sent by such and such a date, if they come afterwards, they are trash. You know, there's and some Karen judge, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, that got shut down.
Supreme Court clears the way for Trump's mail-in voting order in advance of the midterms, saying, yeah, you can order that. You need to get your, ballots need to be mailed by a certain date or they're void. And, yeah. And Frenchie Sandy's here. Yeah, so that's going to make a lot of that's going to change a lot of
votes.
Not votes. That's going to change a lot of race results because they can't keep counting 2 weeks after it.
Well, it'll actually put the number back under 100% of voter turnout in places like Pennsylvania, where it's like 104% voted. Wait, what?
Yeah.
But nobody said, they're like, oh, okay.
Or the 120% someplace else.
Yeah, Maricopa.
Yeah. Let's see.
Wait, did you hear? Did you hear what? Did you hear what Trump just did?
What?
He renamed something else. Did you hear about that?
No.
Lake Ontario is now Lake America because Canada just pissed him off to no end. He's like, well, we take care of all the Great Lakes. We have 8 Coast Guard icebreakers up there. We do all the work. We do everything for them. So it's our lake now. I think he put an EO on it too. He literally did it on TV, crossed out Lake Ontario, wrote Lake America in black magic marker and showed the cameras. It's like, oh crap. Now what's next? The American Ocean as opposed to the Indian Ocean? They got the Atlantic Pacific. We could take them both.
I'm not sure if I have it here or on one of the memes later on, but the VP, just lost his name. Brain fart.
Yeah,
Vice
Mike
President.
Pence. No, just kidding. Yeah, I know. Not Pence.
Had a PUFA talking, and he referred to it wasn't Canada. It was like Alberta. He referred to something as instead of calling it a country, he referred to it as a state. It may have been all of Canada called it a state.
Yeah, that's what Trump was saying. That he's like they like to think they like to be treated like a state, but they charging us tariffs. So he turned it around and said, great. Anyway.
Next one. After hearing from community members who wanted a 1-year pause in data centers, so everyone that showed up at the meeting was saying, no, we want to pause. We want you to pause it, at least pause it, if not totally block it. The Salt Lake City Council rejected the proposed moratorium. So they said a moratorium that everybody wanted. They go, no, we don't want a moratorium.
Because they all got paid.
Yeah, They all got some kickback there. Some grease under the table. This one's going on and on, so I'm going to hit all of it right now. Biden appointed judge goes rogue and says visa ban for 75 countries is illegal. That's that fat Karen who looks like she had 20 donuts and 20 pounds of other stuff for breakfast every morning.
They're not just donuts; they were Krispy Kremes.
Anyways, she said the State Department can't ban just the countries. So did you hear what Marco did? He shut down all visas worldwide. We are going to conduct a test, and we want to make sure everything right. So we are limiting the amount of visas we're going to give out and laid out
everywhere,
and shut it down everywhere. And she's like,
You
Because-
can't do that. We need to let everybody in here because we need to give
Yeah.
them free stuff and make you pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Max in the house. Anyways, yeah. So anyway, it goes on. Yeah. So there's the big thing is after I think it was on the 25th. Yeah. So today he said he announced the and yeah. So yeah. So this I'm sorry if I offend you, but this fat Karen had no business being a judge to begin with. There was things about it doing it. Okay, next one here, is sad one. We've all heard about it, but I got some. Hang on. Turn my alarm off there. I got bonus for information on this. So Dolly Parton passed away on the 25th. Also passed away on the 25th was Tim Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Both born the same year, passed away the same day. Both were born on the 19th. One was January, one was April. But yeah, they're both born on the same date as far as the 19th, and both passed away on the 25th. And the next day, I'm trying to remember his name. The voice actor that did the original Optimus Prime passed away.
Oh yeah. Was he also born on the 19th or whatever?
No, I couldn't find. They weren't posting his date, and I wasn't going to be doing it because it was the next day, not the same day. So, but yeah, I mean, I was looking at it, like I had to do a double take because they posted her birthday and his birthday. Wait a minute, wait. Oh, okay, January and April. Okay, but everything is like, whoa. All right. A little blip here for Iowa. EMS becomes essential service in another Iowa county. Yay. Keep on doing that. Then we need to grow EMS across the country. Make sure it's everywhere. I did not read this one. I only have the thing here. Video shows people climbing out of a manhole in Manhattan.
Where? Brooklyn? Oh, Manhattan.
That's what I'm going to look for. But you know what pops in my mind when I read that the first time?
No, I don't think you should talk about it.
No, it was a TV show. Geez, I lost it. The guy that played
Froze.
The guy that played Hellboy and was in anyway, he did that show sort of like a Beauty and the Beast type thing where he was, that's what popped out of my mind. New video shows people climbing out of a manhole in Midtown Manhattan. The latest of several incidences across New York City. 3 people were seen emerging from a manhole after 4 a.m. on the 18th across from Madison Square Garden and Penn Station.
That's where all the old world tunnels are down there.
Yeah. Man who filmed it said at least 5 came out, but he only caught the last 3 on video. So, yeah. Back in May, similar incidents took place with people wearing waders and using headlamps and car lights to guide them. Yeah. There's a whole world under the streets. U.S. plans to pay $800 million of the quote $5 billion it owes the United Nations, but the other countries which have been paying into it aren't paying their share either. Aren't paying theirs. So yeah. Lawyers warn the Kennedy Center could be demolished if renovations are rejected. They're like, oh, we don't want to do the renovations stuff. Fine, we're going to condemn it and take it down.
All because they don't want to call it the Kennedy Trump Center.
No, just the renovations. It's not, I guess I'm not sure who all the funding for the renovations, but the ones who manage the Kennedy Center don't want to do all the renovations. And it's like, you're not going to be safe if you don't do them. And so, Iowa man, all right, so this was on the 25th. Iowa man sentenced to federal prison for possessing machine guns, converted semi-automatics to full automatics. What's interesting on this one, I was reading that and double checking some other stuff. Most of the 19, or what was it? The one federal law about can't possess machine guns, blah, 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 all this other stuff.
Yeah, it was like 1978 or something. Yeah.
No, it's 48 or something like that. Has been practically totally gutted and ruled unconstitutional. And so if his attorneys now are going to be appealing it, saying that the law is unconstitutional now. So that's it. Okay, this is a double-edged sword, people. I can see the good part of it, and I can see the abuse. Uber debuts live video streaming for teen rides, letting parents watch.
Yeah.
I can see, all right, parents can watch their kids ride in the car, make sure they're being safe, stuff.
Yeah, who else is going to watch it?
Yeah, I can see some abuse happening with it being left on and something else going on in that car.
Uber people generally don't let anything go on in the back of their car because it's their car.
Yeah. Here's $500. We're going to board.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's see. Next one here. Rayleigh's Supermarkets is shuttering several stores amid wider Bay Area move in California, but stating only 3 are being shuttered. There are no plans to do others
yet.
There's been leaking plans that are, of all the different ones where they're going to be. Yeah. So there's more stores closing in California. Thank you, Governor Newsom.
Because they raised the minimum wage to now, like $78 an hour or something.
It depends which county you're in, but yeah.
Yeah.
Contra Costa County, I think for grocery store workers is sitting at around 32.
Jesus. And nobody shops there anymore because they had to raise the prices so high to cover it.
Kroger Markets was just called out for robbing America blind. So, and there's a video out there of it, and it's gone viral and stuff.
Is this the guy that does the weight? The guy that does the weights on stuff?
Well, this is a lady. There was a reduced price on some hamburger patties. Okay, price of $1.80 per pound. Price for the package was $3.60.
Yeah, 2-pound pack.
Should have been 2-pound pack. It was less than a pound.
Of course, that's what they do. That's that other guy. He's viral now.
Yeah,
he's going into Walmarts and everywhere. He's weighing stuff.
Yeah,
calibrated scale. He puts it on there. He's like, this says it's 2.8 pounds. It's 1.1.
Yeah. So yeah, that's going on there. All right. So yeah, but yeah, that wasn't the first one. There were several others, and she was weighing them and videoing. And she went to weigh another, and one of the employees came up and grabbed it out of her cart, and grabbed all the other ones.
Yeah, you can't do that and put it on TV. You can't show this. You can't show what we're doing.
Yeah. All right, more evacuations. Only this time, instead of Nevada, it's evacuations have been ordered in rural Texas, where a wildfire is quickly expanding to cover more than 78 square miles.
Eesh.
Yeah.
How did that one start?
I'm not sure, but just so everyone knows, a square mile is 640 acres. So multiply 640 by 78. That's how many acres are on fire. And that was yesterday. No, that's 2 days ago. Where I'm at. Okay. Here it is. Vice President J.D. Vance makes embarrassing Freudian slip when he describes Canada as a state rather than a country. Well, it is a state of confusion,
Hmm.
and a state of robbery. You got Ottawa robbing every other all the provinces to support itself. Burning Man. Does everybody know what Burning Man is
Yeah.
out there?
Out in the desert. Yeah.
All right, in the Nevada desert. Burning Man attendees have been asked to change plans as the Hawk Fire burns closer to their location. So, and the Hawk Fire was. So this was 2 days after the.
Oh, hey, you're right. Your decimal place was off by 1. There are 640 acres, not 64. Did you say 64 or 640?
640.
Oh, yeah, in 1 square mile. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So the so that fire has grown even more from the first time I talked about the evacuations from down at Reno, and it's moving northeast. So yeah, that's going to be an ugly fire but when it comes out of the mountains there and hits the flatlands, they may have a better chance on putting it out. All right, TSA will phase out Gold Plus, privatize airport security in favor of public-private program. That's where the airports can hire a private firm, but there are TSA inspectors on site making sure they're doing their job and making sure they're following federal regulations, not what the airline or the airport wants to do. That is actually what was going on during the without the inspectors. What was going on where those planes that were that took off on September 11th. Back then, they showed the screening going on, but they were letting people go because the airlines were more interested in getting people through the screening process faster so they could make their flights. Yeah. Anyways, so the golden privatized stuff, they were working on it and they realized this ain't going to work because already they were getting questions. Can we do this? And can we get away with that? All right, we're scrapping it. Next tropical storm expected to be named Dolly. It's not expected. Either it is on the list already, which has been out for several years, or they changing the name on the list from another D to Dolly.
They'll probably change it.
Yeah. Iowa State's Seed Science Center offers help for hurricane relief in Jamaica. I think it kind of says it all. They're going to send seeds and stuff down there so they can plant and get stuff growing again. All right, let's see what we got up here. Pennsylvania Attorney General accuses Snapchat of failing to protect children in a new lawsuit. Seeing how seeing how someone else just is having to pay $400 million. Now they're going after Snapchat too. And they're going to nail every single platform like that, by the time this is all done. Hegseth and Loeffler announces commission to surge aid to small defense contractors so they can start making stuff quicker and better, since we're suffering from a shortage of certain things that kind of fell through the cracks. Yeah, here's the other one. U.S. visa appointments suspended worldwide. Yeah, all right, Karen, you want to stop us from blocking the 75 countries? We're stopping everybody. But they're doing a program to where they will actually spend more time interviewing the person and learning how to do visual assessments of the people, sort of like the TSA Oh, dang, just forgot what that group's called in TSA. They're the ones that stand around and give everybody the evil eyes. They checking their expressions and everything else.
Oh, profilers.
Yeah, but there's a specific name for them. BDOs, behavioral detection officers.
Yeah, profilers.
Yeah, exactly.
The TPs, the profile police.
Yeah, the guy that taught them was the one that the show Lie to Me was about. That's about the same guy that created all the stuff. Also, it hit tropical storm this morning, so it's now officially Dolly. Then there was the DOD hearing for the 12th that never happened.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Justice Department says it has disrupted a Chinese hacking operation responsible for the break-in at numerous sensitive U.S. federal agencies. Somebody was opening email attachments they weren't supposed to. Every time it happens, that's what it is. Somebody, the way the hackers get in, they start sending a bunch of emails out, like regular spam emails to everybody they can. It has a .gov address, and they got someone to open it up. Okay. So it's federal. The Justice Department disrupted a Chinese hacking operation. Yeah, would never have been an operation. Everybody had followed. Don't open attachments from someone you don't know who it is. Oh, this is a fun one. Explosive drone found near a Ukrainian cargo aircraft at a German airport and was linked to Russian military intelligence. So a drone packed with explosives was found on the runway near a Ukrainian cargo aircraft at a German airport, and it was linked to the Russians. Gee, they're still not going at it. All right, Mark.
Yes.
Wait till I finish before you fire off on this one.
And I'll put my mic on mute.
U.S. faces surging toilet paper prices amid trade war with Canada.
It's all my fault.
In the article, it does say the toilet paper is made in the United States, but the wood for it comes from Canada.
Yeah, I know. Up in Maine. They literally make the pulp on one side, pipe it across the St. Lawrence into the mill where they make the paper. That's up in Piscataway. I forget, Cumberland County. One of the counties way up there, like Fort Kent, Maine, all the way up north. Yep, the paper mill is the only thing that's keeping that town alive.
California man arrested when a guillotine was found in his truck near the U.S. Capitol.
But okay.
Hang on. Let's use some common sense here. A guillotine.
Was he going to sneak it into the White House? Set it up?
That is not a weapon of mass destruction unless you got a bunch of lemurs lining up for it. Or the other animals, just lining up there. But yeah, a guillotine. I'm waiting for that guillotine to be. Oh, that was a stage prop. I'm waiting for that to come out.
Was it a full-size one or one to take off like fingers?
A full-size one. Or at least a, half or three-quarter scale, All right. This next one just, torques me no end. Grandma refuses order to stop serving free breakfasts. It says to her community. It's to her friends and family. Neighbors that her friends and stuff. She serves breakfast which was, hang on, let me look at it again here. which agency is it? Is this county or is it the local health officials that says she needs a food permit?
Mm.
She has been offering breakfast burritos, sandwiches, and coffee from her home since May, drawing members of her small community together each morning. In July, the Columbia/Boone County Public Health and Human Services Department sent her a letter saying she would need a commercial food permit to continue serving food or face possible legal action. According to Fox News, Kite said, "I'm not going to stop providing for my community." Yeah. I have a feeling that to save face, that health department's just going to come in. Oh, quickly. Okay, everything looks good and clean. Okay, you're good. You don't need to worry about it. And they're not going to say another word about it so they don't get the bad press. All right, Michigan Attorney General Niesel releases Flint water crisis report. Finally! The Flint water crisis report, which people have been after for years, finally releases it. Does it say, let me see, does it say anything else about it? The report emphasizes the $600 million settlement for affected residents and outlines the crisis impact on Flint's community and infrastructure, which means there's going to be a whole bunch more crap going on. Iowa to receive $126 million in Meta settlement. That's for protecting kids. Was that sharing data of adults? The lawsuit alleged that the company misrepresented the safety of Instagram and other platforms, knowingly exposing young users to harmful. Yeah, okay, yeah. Like the one that was just a couple weeks ago, where the one guy hurt himself on a live stream on one of them. There is going to be holy hell breaking out over this one. Schools in Georgia, Florida, and Colorado, well, not so much in Colorado, but Florida and Georgia are going to raise holy hell, plan to deploy a new school safety program. Drones overhead watching them to keep people from causing trouble. Drones don't keep people from causing trouble. They misinterpret stuff, but it says keep active shooters from coming into the school by having a drone above. An active shooter's just going to walk in a backpack like the one, like those 3 kids at Columbine. They walked in, you couldn't tell they had anything. Once they were inside the building, then they pulled out their pew-pews. I had to do a friggin' report on that one. But yeah, so there's going to be all parents. You're flying drones over to school. What are you catching you're not supposed to be catching? Who's going to the bathroom when? Northwest Iowa's Emmett County passes 1-year data center moratorium. I wish these guys would stop fooling around, just make it a 5-year moratorium. Be so much better. And another softball association gets ripped off. Des Moines woman charged with stealing money from softball association. Yeah. That's why you're supposed to have more than one person doing the job of watching the money. I can't remember. I'm going to have to go into this one. Man accused of cutting power lines. Go into it. Where is it? They hide it, this headliner down in the bottom. Okay, did they pull it from this? Oh, there it is. In San Mateo, California, there on the San Francisco Peninsula, a man was arrested accused of cutting power lines and wires at several San Mateo locations. Several locations. Either he was pissed at a lot of people, or he was just stupid, or he was up on some drugs or something. They're just going around doing stupid stuff. Okay. This time the county supervisors are acting properly. Solano County is across the Carquinez Strait from where the staff sergeant's at. Solano supervisors opposed last-minute draft legislation to shore up Collinsville shipbuilding. So there's some legislation to shore up the shipbuilding thing there. And they're like, wait a minute, no. Last-minute legislation, we didn't have a chance to read it. No one else has had a chance to read it. What is the what's the kickbacks? But was it what is the pork barrel going into that for whatever state legislature was pushing this? And the last one I have here, double checking all my inboxes. Yep. Unity Point Health. I'm not sure how many people know Unity Point Health, but this is coming out of Iowa. Unity Point Health sued over hourly worker pay in Iowa. They've been screwing them again. Oh, you even got a video on it here. Let me pause that. I don't need that running on it here. Unity Point, a class action lawsuit filed on behalf of employees of Unity Point Health alleges the hospital chain has violated wage and hour laws by rounding down workers' actual hours. Oh, we need you to stay for an extra 15 minutes to get this done. All right, clock yourself out. And they round the time down. Yeah. Unity Point Health operates 18 regional medical centers and 17 community network hospitals in Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figured it was going to grow into. I didn't get a chance to read that one. All right. Let's see if this works. All righty. Let's have some fun, laughs, and giggles now. Oh, some laughs and giggles. Boom. Here we go. Boom. Exclusive gun YouTuber Brandon Herrera, who's running for a congressional seat, outraises Democrat opponent's entire campaign in the first 45 days of third quarter. Yes, everybody loves Brandon. He's on the Unsubscribed podcast with Nate the Fat Electrician, the Donut Operator, and I can't remember the other one. But yeah, these guys are absolutely hilarious. But yeah, he's got a lot of grassroots support there in Texas. Flock safety tunnel vision. They see only the one thing, but it catches criminals. Mm-hmm. They don't see the warrantless searches, the police database abuse, the illegal cross-agency data sharing, zero public oversight, mass location tracking, normalized mass surveillance, automated police flagging histories, lockdown of enforcement tech, nationwide vehicle database, public-private surveillance infrastructure. Oh, but it catches criminals. Yeah, it violates all these other things too. This is a little bit of this is, how do I put this?
Who cares?
All right. So Zoran Mandy refuses to meet Robert De Niro face to face to discuss his property tax increase, and De Niro is not happy about it. I helped get this guy elected, De Niro told MSNBC. Now he wants to take more from me than any mayor in history. De Niro seems to have never looked up exactly what communism means. Now he's in the find out phase of his new education.
Now he'll move and say it's some other reason because I really love New York City. I just have to do this because of something.
Yeah.
And he'll move to Florida with the rest of them.
Yeah. Before the internet, we thought that every village only had one idiot. We were very, very wrong. It seems that every village has a dozen idiots or more.
At least.
And they're breeding with each other. The Constitution does not give you rights. You already have them. The Constitution simply tells the government that it cannot take those rights away. Oh, my package just arrived. Yeah, more people need to realize that. I just thought this was, what's the word I'm looking? Anyway, it's a, oh man. Kismic funny. DSA, Democratic Socialists of America, Flight 101 now boarding. First stop, socialism. Next stop, communism. Final stop, tyranny. One way only. A better world is possible. All these stupid little things on it. People over profit. Please note, individual freedom is not allowed. Private property is not allowed. Free speech is not allowed. Exit not allowed. Once you're there, you're screwed. Socialism is so good that they had to build a wall to keep people from escaping from all that happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, there's just so many little things. Welcome to socialist paradise. Equality, security, happiness. Everything is free. Everyone is happy. Obey, trust, believe, be happy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Happiness is mandatory. We can fix the deficit with taxes. You know what hasn't been tried? Hang on. Hang on here. So I'm reading out of order. So the other one says, that's been tried, hun. Do you know what hasn't been tried? Cutting spending. Oh, really? When we cut spending, we can take care of the deficit? Yeah, Waltz made it up, and Governor Walz says, today I'm announcing our lawsuit against Texas Governor Abbott for refusing to extradite the ICE agent involved in the death of a Minnesotan. Yeah, he's involved in the death. He was being attacked by the car. If Walz can give sanctuary to illegal aliens, why can't Abbott give it to an American ICE agent? Yeah. Walz just needs to be arrested and removed. Your body is not deficit in pharmaceuticals. It's deficit in minerals, nutrients, sunlight, and peace.
Deficient,
sorry. JFK Jr. declares carnivore the true vaccine. Weak people line up for flu shots and stay soft. RFK says ribeye, liver, and zero seed oils are the real immunity. Yep. I about fell on my chair laughing on this one.
Yeah, I like that. Hello, my name is Ingo Montoya. There is a yard sale at 1909 North 25th East. Prepared to buy.
Yes, yes, that has got to be the best yard sign for yard sale sign ever. Oh, and then where I got it from, there are about 20 people. It just popped up immediately in my feed when I just happened to be on there. And the first 20 people, I'm stealing this idea. I'm going to do that's great. They're all just yeah. This is probably the best yard sign ever.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So Scott Pressler suggests putting flock cameras outside of polling stations and drop boxes in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. Scott says this would cause the left to unite against flock.
That's illegal. You can't put those there.
Oh, we were here first. You just happened to put your drop box right in view of our camera. Yeah, and here it is. Yeah, so what Newsom's is doing is there's all sorts of restrictions on the tires, the resistance to the road, the aerodynamics of the tire, the tread, all the stupid crap.
You know what nobody ever talks about is, okay, think about this. I buy new tires or I buy a new vehicle, whatever. I do 60,000 miles. My tires are worn out. Wait a minute. Where did all that rubber go? That's all toxic waste. Yeah, it disappeared.
It's dust.
Where is that? What about when they pave a road? What is the blacktop made out of? Petroleum. And they have to repave it. Where did all the petroleum go that was binding all the gravel together? Huh. How come the whole environment isn't a toxic waste dump because of that? Grass and weeds they grow out of the blacktop.
Yep. What's interesting is one of the channels, Back to Basics 101 over in Montana. I started watching him because he was doing some good how-to videos on doing barbed wire fences, doing the corner braces and everything, talking all about that. And he was showing that with how he was treating his posts with used motor oil and diesel.
Oh, yeah.
Cleaning the post and putting it in there.
No, you're contaminating the ground. No, you're not.
And then you talked about that, and you went and poured some of it right on the ground there, and then had another video several weeks later. Oh, look, the grass loves the carbon.
Uh-huh. Tampon Tim. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man. But yeah, anyway. So along the same line, what you're saying, we had a job in one area, and we all of a sudden the Fed EPA came in, and I was working from out in Cascade, and said, "All right, wait, we got to test the soil. We got to do everything. We got to test it 4 times a day as you're digging." Underneath the where the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge lifts off from San Francisco, heads out into the bay, there's about 20 blocks that are underneath it as it's going up, the land's going down. And there were several vacant fields in there that we were putting a water line through to reach one of the piers that was getting a water upgrade on it. They were testing it. Guess what they were testing all the dirt and everything down there for?
Petroleum.
Nope. Close, but no.
What?
Leaded. The lead remains from leaded gasoline from back in since the thing was first built to this banned leaded gas.
Mm-hmm.
They were fine. All right, we're all right. We're not to the suit set yet. You can still work here, and yeah, they were getting ready to tell us, all right, y'all got to wear moon suits to work here now.
If you painted the inside of your house, one of your rooms, with standard old leaded style paint, you wouldn't get any Wi-Fi signal. Just saying.
Yeah. This has me all pissed off, no end. So they're growing in the lab egg whites, not the yolks, just the egg whites, and some paid off dipshit at the FDA cleared it. Do you know what they're using as part of this to make it keep growing spontaneously?
Do we want to know?
Cancer cells.
Yeah, shocker.
And it's just, yeah.
All right, good for you.
Yeah.
It's just as good as the real thing. Well, then just eat the real thing.
Yeah. And so it's already been sold in Walmart, Target, and certain restaurants with no warning, no signs posting saying this is artificially lab grown egg whites.
No, they're just calling it egg whites.
Yeah. There's going to be all sorts of lawsuits over that too. Yeah. You don't protect Social Security by raising the minimum age to 70. You save it by eliminating everyone that's robbing from it, including those in Congress of the Donkey Party who violated and changed the law so it no longer said you cannot move money from Social Security into the general budget. And that's what they did. That's how come Social Security started. Yep. They moved at least 3/4 of the money in right after the Vietnam War.
And now they're giving it to people who never worked a day in their life. Yep. Or just came in from another country. They need to collect their Social Security. What do you mean their Social Security? It's never theirs to begin with. You're just giving them free crap. Yeah.
Why is the government running out of money for Social Security, but not running out of money for welfare, illegals, and free tuition? Oh, this is all right. Most of you probably did not know this. Dolly Parton was a secretly co-produced Buffy the Vampire Slayer through her company Sand Dollar Entertainment, and she was interviewed about it later on. But she loved the show. She would show up and give gifts to all the actors and actresses, and little gifts in their dressing rooms for them and stuff. So she and it says she and Buffy share the same birth date, which is January 19th. Well, Michelle Gellar Prince. Yeah, she married Freddie Prince Jr.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Folgers was wrong.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. This is the best part of waking up. Yeah, bacon. Oh, yeah. I threw some Jimmy D's sausage patties in the microwave 2 days ago. 10 minutes before the boys were supposed to wake up, before it even dinged, they were standing there next to the microwave, paper plates in hand.
Yeah. Ooh, breakfast?
Yep.
No, won't be ready till later. You guys have to go back to sleep.
Yep. Some legends are tough. Some legends make tough guys take off their hats. I went back and looked at all the movies that Dolly Parton made. All great movies. She did not make enough movies. They did not come to her with enough scripts of good stuff for her to act, and she was good in all those movies. This is absolutely
shocker.
Yeah. Removing soda from Snap has already caused soda sales to drop. Amazing.
Well, doesn't bother me.
Yeah. My daughter has never bought soda on it, but she does buy apple juice, cranberry juice, and grape juice on it. Was this from Tammy?
I don't know.
The only data centers I support are public libraries.
Yeah.
Yep. So the ransomware gang Quillen claimed to have hacked the ATF. It is unclear what data, if any, was stolen, but the ATF maintains a registry of more than 1 billion guns and gun owners. Now, if they just caused the whole thing to crash and all the data to be lost, I'd be more interested. FBI 2025 crime data. Murder rate highs historic low after record gun sales.
What state? Obviously not Michigan.
It didn't say the thing that went with it. The person that posted this had typed in their own thing. Anti-gunners freaking out that their dreams of proving that guns are bad go up in ash.
Well, they're only bad in states where you can't buy them.
Yeah.
Like Michigan.
Yeah.
And Massachusetts. The
story behind this is sad and funny at the same time. PepsiCo reportedly lost over $1 billion since making Doritos nearly $7 a bag. Because people are going, all right, we've had enough. We're going to do something else.
If they buy the other brand that doesn't have all the garbage. Actually, Doritos does have a good all-natural chip. My wife bought a bag. I was like, those are pretty good. It tastes better than regular Doritos. It doesn't have all that 18,000 chemicals. Well, at least that we know of.
Yeah. It only has 27 chemicals instead of 18,000.
Yeah, but at least I can pronounce those.
Yeah. But what on is, so the people at Frito-Lay were just going bonkers, raising stuff constantly, and everyone was warning, you're gonna kill the golden goose. Oh no, we're doing it slowly, and they're just gonna get used to it. We're just gonna keep raising our profit margin. Yeah,
well, they started with shrinkflation on that. They went from an 8-ounce bag to a 6.2-ounce bag, and left the size the same, just more air. And then they started raising the price just a little bit. People are like, no, they're not that good.
Yeah. All right. Guns got better. The Second Amendment still applies. Surveillance got better. The Fourth Amendment still applies. Technology advances, but your rights do not expire. And say no to flock. Talk to your city councils, talk to your county commissioners, county supervisors, whatever. Get a writing campaign going to, hey, get rid of this stuff. And then start a class action lawsuit against violation of the Fourth Amendment. Okay. The person that made this up made it one major tactical error. Okay, who built it? Who pays them? Number of employees, the companies that made these men, companies these men created pay. Right. So Elon Musk has 150,000 people working for him. Jeff Bezos has 1,576,000 people working for them, but he wants them all to eat his lab-grown eggs. Yeah. That's the one problem there. Michael Dell, 100,000 people. Larry Page and Sergey Brin have 200,000 working for him. Bernie Sanders has 0 people working for him, and he's the one that's really campaigning to run your life. I'm sorry. He should not have been in Congress for the last 20 years. He should be over the age limit, or the number of years spent there.
Yeah, government funded. I mean, people funded. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just added this one just before the show started. Is somebody looking for this guy? We found him hiding on our planet.
Wait, is that the elf on the shelf?
No. Where's Waldo?
Oh, sorry. I never got into that one.
Hiding on their planet. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let me go ahead and close that out. Boom. Yes. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap. We've been here for an hour and a half. Let's wrap this up here because I haven't heard the grandkids come in. They should have been over here to go to bed already. Gotta find out what's going on.
They snuck in quietly, which is rare.
Or they're still over there being quiet and hiding in the living room behind the couch, watching a TV show over there with one of their older brothers. All right, so coming up here to tomorrow on crap, I didn't get that set up on Camp Patton Family Compound. Grow what you eat what you grow. Also for growing what you grow what you want to eat. For your chicken stuff, make them grow stuff you grow. You know, in other words, don't go buying all the stuff, but you don't know what chemicals has been sprayed by to feed your chickens, your cows, and stuff like that as well. So that's the kind of topic for tomorrow night on Fighting Out in the Homestead. Back here for Survival Saturday. After your loved ones are gone, what are your plans? And I froze. Monday on Camp Patton is canning pumpkin. And Tammy has a bunch of stuff she didn't want to bring up last week that she's saving for this week on it. So it's going to be interesting. Tuesday on Gray Man Prepping here is Map Your Neighborhood and Beyond. All right, guys, that's what's coming up here. And so we'll see you hopefully tomorrow over on Camp Patton for Grow What You Eat and Eat What You Grow. And we'll see you around. Take care.
Yep. Have a good night.